Hey, Axiom. Okay. Well, it brings me great pleasure to know that you jumped from 5.5 to 6. That's genius. And hopefully, uh, with plenty of work, lots of work, not plenty, we could even be able to push for a 7. I don't know. Let's just see. Anyway, creativity might be limited by copyright laws, or it may be recognized as a good thing. So here, this is the subject. Creativity might be limited by copyright laws or, or actually improved, because creativity is the subject here. Um, or it may be recognized as a good thing. And I think when you're talking here, you're referring to copyright laws. But what we should have done is put copyright laws at the beginning here, okay? So we could have said instead, copyright laws might be limiting creativity or actually improving it. Okay. Also, here's another tip. Good and thing. What could we use instead of good? Important, serious, beneficial. What could we use instead of thing? Component, element, improvement, whatever. Okay. But both of those words are rather basic. So let's try, and the next time we do our error correction, try and see if we can improve some of those more generic words to more specific ones. I believe that rules and administrative laws are really important to protect the content produced. What could we say instead of really important? Undoubtedly vital or undoubtedly important. Roughly means the same, but just sounds more academic, and we're improving our lexical resource score. This essay will discuss both views using examples from artistic and industrial fields to demonstrate points and support arguments. Good. Okay, so plural there. We've got this and this. On the one hand, punish or reward the copy depends on the circumstances. Okay, punishing or rewarding the offender or the copying offender depends on the circumstances. Let's be a little bit more specific. This is because it can have advantages in case of the content copied being used in a positive way, which may make people seeking the original content, which may help people seeking the original content. I don't know. For instance, a YouTube statistic showed that a video from an Asian couple at their wedding party, which played Forever from Chris Brown in the background, brought this song to top 5 songs played on iTunes in 18 months. Full stop. That's it. That would have been fantastic. Hence, if the copies are used in an ethical purpose, it can give the content owner a great opportunity. Very good argument, very intelligent, basic, and clearly communicated. So well done there. That's a really good. That's a really good example. Crystal clear as well. Not overly complex. Genius. And well done for sticking to one argument beginning to end. And well done for nailing copyright. You didn't nail copyright, you nailed task response. Don't know what's happening today. Anyway, on the other hand, these patent laws must exist especially in industry, we should say. Okay, this is due to the fact that a product takes so long to be okay. What kind of product? Are we talking about a pharmaceutical product, or a plastic bucket, a plastic product like a bucket? Okay, if it's a plastic product like a bucket, obviously it doesn't take years to develop. So let's see. This is due to the fact that most advanced products take around 3 to 5 years to be developed. And it is not fair that another company takes it and gains money through the other's effort. Okay, other as in other's effort as in Saxon genitive, comma, s. Take, for example, we can't mess up on these copy-paste sentences. These are easy points. Don't throw them away. Take, for example, a study from Harvard that indicated, or take, for example, a study from Harvard that indicated that a breathtaking product in industry spent on average 2 to 3 years of research and working to get it done. Therefore, without regulation, companies will have no control to protect something they own, or to protect investments they own. Okay, so here, if we'd have said something like, take for example a study from Harvard that showed pharmaceutical products take on average 2 to 3 years of research before launch, okay, they're full stop. But anyway, look, I would have preferred it if you'd have said something about society, okay? We don't have society in this paragraph. So on the other hand, society, and it plus, yeah, it's not on one hand, on the other hand, because it's really, it should be creativity are rewarded. Firstly, paragraph 1, society function better, paragraph 2, okay? Task response. It's not to what extent do you agree. If it's to what extent do you agree, you can argue both sides, okay? And that's not the case here. So be careful. Task response, task response, task response. Let's go. To put it in a nutshell, or let's just say to conclude, copyright law can restrict creativity in some cases. However, it is necessary to protect those who truly worked to develop the product. It is predicted that in the near future, copyright infringement will be taken as an opportunity instead of a threat. Okay, that's fine for now. Good. Good work. Okay, you know what to do. Implement the corrections. Okay. Improve your error list. This is good. I love this paragraph. This one, we've kind of gone a bit off topic. Don't worry. So yeah, just really double check P1, P2. Okay. And also just check and see if there's points where we can improve parts of the sentence, and don't worry about taking too much time with it at the moment. Okay, quality has to be improved first, and then we can start working on the time. Okay, not working on the time and then the quality. It doesn't work like that. So take your time and write some good quality products, essays even. Okay, so let's go. First of all, have a look at your academic task 1 course. Okay, in your academic task 1 course, it says the overall sentence comes out right at the end. Okay, and that's going to act as the sign to the examiner. That's the end of our essay. Helps with like coherence and cohesion, because it shows the examiner you've taken into account the structure of your report. The paragraph demonstrates several. Okay, let's see. But the paragraph demonstrates several age ranges. Let's just say the paragraph shows the bar chart shows the calorie sources, or the choice of calories, the choice of come on, Ben. The bar chart demonstrates 3 age groups of UK males and the caloric preferences. Full stop. That's it. Okay, that's it. We don't want to tell any story, and like I said before, we save the overall sentence for the end. Good. I like the fact that you started here with the subject. Okay, pulses are the most consumed sources for males over 50 years old. Here's a tip. Start here. It's logical. Okay, this is where the graph starts, and then we go across. So it's more logical to start here. So let's see. Anyway, pulses are the most consumed sources the most consumed source for males over 50 years old. Represents more than 60% of the total intake. Genius. Also, meat, no capital M, is the greatest percentage for the group between 25 to 49 years old, and reaches the peak of 50% of total source. Good. Moreover, dairy has the biggest representative for men from from 0 to 24 years old with more than 40% of the total consumed. Okay, good. We don't need moreover here. Okay, and here we could just say furthermore instead of also, because it sounds more academic. In a different way, no, let's just start with vegetables. Vegetables are the least popular kind of food that males over 50 consume, okay, in their diet, okay. In the same way, pulses are the least favored source for two different life periods from 0 to 24 and 25 to 49 years old. Okay, but we haven't really mentioned vegetables for these ones or for these ones, which is not a serious thing, but it would have been better. Sorry, let me just go into your conclusion, your summary statement. Overall, for each different life period, there is one source that is preferred. But pulses and meat highlight. Okay, but pulses and meat are highlighted due to the large amount of total intake. Okay, not bad. That's one way of finishing. Here's a tip. When you've got something like this, group them together. That's what the examiner's looking for, your ability to group. And this way you can group the information, you can explain more, but with less words. So group these, okay? And this could have just been consumed. This could have just been described in one sentence. Start here and then just group these all together. Then you could say, here all groups fell except for meat, which rose to over half. Okay. Also, look at the academic course in sentenceguide.com, and you'll see that I like to see the use of respectively as well. And just one other thing, for your summary, what I would have done is listed each favorite, and then I'd have said, noticeably, vegetables were not the favorite of any of the age groups, okay? Because then we're showing the exception to the rule, which is just as important as the general rule, which is each age group has a favorite, but also vegetables were never the favorite in any of the groups, okay? So keep an eye out for the groups, the opportunity to groups, and the opportunities for the exceptions, and have a look at that academic course. Okay, Axiom, doing well. Let's keep on improving.